All right. Nasan lo asa Karen v'nishbalo al chomesh. So he gave him. We're talking about the case here where somebody took something from somebody else and then swears, takes an oath that he didn't take it, and then he admits later, no, I did take it. So he has to pay the full amount, the Karen, and then he has to pay a chomesh. He also has to pay a fifth on top of that, a total of a fifth. So really it's a quarter of the value, meaning it's if he stole $100, so then he has to give back 100 and he has to give back 25, right? Because now it ends up being a fifth. 25 out of 125 is a fifth, ends up being a quarter of the amount that he stole. So in our case, he gave him the full amount, but then v'nishbalo al chomesh, and then he swore about the fifth, meaning he swore and said, "Oh no, I gave you the 25 already. We did that. We took care of that already." And he's lying. So he swore the first time that he didn't steal the money. This guy's got an obsession, right? He can't help himself. He likes denying things. So he swears that he paid him back the fifth. No, I gave you the 25. So chomesh al chomesh. He now pays a fifth on the fifth, right? So he now has to pay. So let's not do 120. It's just the math is going to be too hard here. But let's do. Yes, but let's for those of us not quite as mathematically inclined, let's do 32, right? So he stole 32. So now his chomesh was 8. He swore about the 8. So now his fifth is going to be 2. Right, so he has to pay an extra 2 on the 8 that he was swearing at. So he has to pay the 8 plus the 2. Ad sheyismaik hakaren pachos mishava pruta. Until the actual, you see the chomesh, the fifth, now becomes the karen. Or that's now the part that's stolen, is the part that he's swearing about. Until meaning he keeps doing this, right? The guy's a compulsive swearer and liar. And he can't stop himself. It keeps getting smaller and smaller because it keeps getting to be a quarter of the value of what he stole. If the actual value that it's now is less than a shava pruta, meaning if he swore on, let's say, 2 prutas, so now so now it's only going to be half a pruta. So once it's half a pruta, and he swears on the chomesh of that, so then forget about it already. Then it's less than a shava pruta, and we're not concerned. But as long as it's more, even if the chomesh even if the fifth will be less than a shava pruta, but the karen itself, the part he was swearing that he doesn't owe, is more, he's going to have to keep paying. So it keeps getting smaller and smaller until he doesn't have to anymore. V'chein bapikadon. The same is true when it comes to in regards to a collateral, meaning in a case of a deposit, somebody gives somebody something and he's holding it for him, right? Because it says in the pasuk, "Shenamar bepikadon o besumas yad o begazo o oshakas amiso o matzah aveda v'kichish ba v'nishba al hashaker." Right? And when it comes to deposit or pledge or robbery, so somebody oppressed his neighbor and he took it, or they found which was lost and he dealt falsely with it. So and he swears and he lies. So then he has to pay a chomesh, right? So harizem masham karen v'chomesh v'asham. He has to pay the full amount, the chomesh, and he has to bring a karban asham as well. Now, so let's say the guy says, right? So he made a deposit. He gave him something else. He gave him something. He said, "Hechan pikdoni, where's my thing that I held by you?" He says, "Amar lo avad." He says, "I lost it." Now, if he's a shomer chinam, he says he lost it, so pay for it. No, but if he's a shomer chinam, if he's watching you for free, hey, do you mind holding on to this for me? Right? So he lost it. Mashpiach ani. So he says, "I want you to swear to me." Rav Omer Amen. He said, "Okay, I swear." And I didn't, I lost it. Va'edim meidim o sha'achalo. And then the witnesses come and say, testify, he ate it. What was it that the guy was giving him? Right? He gave him his donut or something, right? He gave him his donut and he's holding on to it, and then it's gone. He says, I lost it. Yeah, he didn't lose it, right? He ate it down. And he swore. So Mishalim Karen. So in such a case, he has to pay him back the full value of the donut. Why not the rest? Because he didn't admit. Right? He has to admit, he has to swear, and he has to admit that he. However, hoda me'atzma, if he admits on his own, right? He swears, no, I didn't. It wasn't me. I didn't take it. And then he says, oh, I'm sorry. I ate your donut. I feel terrible. So then, since he admitted, then mishalim karen v'chomesh v'asham. So then he pays the full amount. Then he pays the fifth, and then he has to bring the carbon asham as well.